Hello YouTube, and welcome to episode 4 of the 404 how-to series in Dayz. In this episode we're looking at vehicles and what they can do, and if you find one, how to fix and maintain it. As you can see here, there it is, look at that. Yeah, you like that, don't you? This is a vehicle that me and Ziklag found. Ziklag, of course, is from the Sneakybros. Make sure you go check them out. I'll leave an annotation or a link in the description for you to go and do that. Right, our car here is obviously not a Lamborghini. It's not really anything pretty to look at. It's just from getting its way to B. Now, we're going to have a look at close up to it. What we do with cars is they get you around, they keep you fairly safe, and you don't lose any hunger or thirst or anything while you're inside it. Problem with cars is they only spawn in certain locations, and once someone's found them and repaired them and moved them off, they can do what I've done here and hidden it in a forest where people don't often go through because there's not a lot to do in the forest, and you'll rarely find them unless you're going through them. So I would advise always check a forest just in case. You never know, you may get lucky. I found a couple of vehicles on the side of the road, but people obviously got careless with that. We're going to look today at how to maintain a vehicle or how to repair it once you've found it. Now, to repair it you need a toolbox. A toolbox is found in industrial areas as well as most of the car parts you're going to need. I'm just going to get in the car. Get in as driver, there we go. You access that menu by rolling your mouse wheel while looking at the car, by the way. And up in the top left we have hull, engine, fuel and wheels. Now I'm just going to drive off a little bit. I'm just going to move the car around. Obviously, like I said, its off-road capabilities are, well, they're pretty poor. We don't really do very well off-road in this thing. We've called it GAV because it's a GAV, and obviously that says GAV, so we're going to drive GAV back down the mountain. Now, the main problem with driving a car is because they are so good and so useful. It's the same with any vehicle: helicopters, buses, bicycles even, motorbikes, ATVs, jeeps, trucks, all of them. Because they are so good, if a working one is found, you want to hold on to it. But the problem with driving it around the roads is if another player sees you, they're very, very likely to think, I've got nothing to lose here, I'm going to take a shot at that guy in that car, I'm going to try and kill the driver so I can take that car for myself, to make my survival process 10 times easier. Of course, if you're on your own, maintaining a car is a lot more difficult. You need to keep it refueled, you need to fix any damages. I'm going to run, while I'm driving down here. Ooh, that sounded fun, didn't it? While I'm driving down here, I'm driving towards a road, and I'm going to tell you all the things you need to repair certain things. Now, for your hull, which is basically the outside of the car, it's armour, as you will. The thing that protects you from damage. You're going to need things like windshield glass, you're going to need scrap metal, and all that, just to sort of weld onto the side. And you do that, obviously, with your toolbox by rolling the mouse wheel. Your engine, you need engine parts. Now they take up a lot of space in your bag. I would advise, if you're going to maintain the car, find a bigger bag than your starting one. Engine parts take up a lot of space, you won't be able to carry much food and drink, and that's the hardest thing to do while you're trying to fix a car, is obviously keep yourself alive, keep yourself sort of not hungry, not thirsty, keep yourself warm, keep your blood up, things like that. After your engine parts, you've got your fuel, which needs jerry cans. You need jerry cans full of fuel. You can get them at fuel tanks. You can stop next to them, run your jerry can between them. You also need fuel tank parts if your fuel tank is ruined. And wheels, obviously, you can find car wheels. You stick them on the side of your car, and you're good to go. You can damage all these things by either getting shot at or ploughing into something. Like if I drove into the side of that house at full speed, the car would either blow up or get severely damaged. Now we're on the road. The fuel's going down on the left because I'm obviously driving. I'm absolutely blasting it down this road, going 90 down this road. I'm just going to stop. So take a little scenic drive. I could even blow the horn. and anything within about 2 mile radius has just heard me do that and is probably on the way, so I'm going to turn back round and head to the forest. Yeah, so doing stuff on your own is a lot more difficult. If you're going to maintain a car, try and have a friend with you for protection, and sort of the pair of you can probably do alright with the car, as long as you both trust each other not to drive off when you log out. Once you've got your car repaired and you've done your runs, you need to keep on top of things. Like what we've done here is, when I get back up to the top of the hill, I'll show you where exactly the gear is stored. But you can store all your gear in the car, and this car, Trusty Gav here, he has a lot of space in his boot. He can take well, he's got at least 5 jerry cans, and I know they take up 3 bag slots, and we've got loads of food in there, we've got drinks. Here we go, off-road speed, come on Gav, you can do it, come on. Yeah, we're not going very fast here, but you want to start storing things in your car when you're pretty confident you've found a safe place to hide your car, or your bike, or your tractor, or whatever. The only place you can really hide a helicopter or something is on top of buildings no one can get to, and log out there. That's a good place to hold up there. But for a simple car like Gav here, who's a very basic car, you want to start sticking things in him. And yeah, I keep calling it he, the car, the machine, is one of the most useful things you're going to find in Dayz. Obviously, we saw in the last video how to survive at night. A car is a fantastic way to survive at night, because you have a permanent torch at the front of your car. You have 2 headlights, and you can pull up to a building, shine your headlights at it, and as we said last time, zombies can't see you in the dark, and they can't see your car either. Despite the headlights, they can't see it. So you shine your light at where you want to go, and that gives you enough space in your bag to not have to hold your flashlight. You can use your offhand weapon, you can use your secondary weapon, you can use your pistol, and it makes everything in the game a lot easier. Getting around the map is a lot easier. Obviously, if you've got a friend and your friend dies while doing a run into town or something, it's not even a problem, because they can start looting and picking up gear, and you can swing into town or the outskirts of town, pick them up, drive them straight back. It is basically a base, a rolling base, and it is very, very useful to have. Now, we've gone over all the things you're going to need to maintain it. Fixing it is the hard part. Some vehicles you will find, if you're very, very lucky, they'll just be sat in their spawn location and they will be working. The problem with that is vehicles generally won't be there. For a vehicle to be there, it has to have not been touched for 7 days wherever it is and not been saved. You have to save the vehicle every now and then so the server knows that the vehicle is in use and not to send it back to the spawn location. But occasionally you will just find a vehicle just sat in its spawn location, maybe only needing 1 or 2 parts, and there's usually an industrial building, of course, where you find all your car parts and your toolboxes and stuff like that. You find all that there, and that's very very useful. You can do your run quickly, and then you just need to keep it fueled. Keeping it fueled is very important. If you run out of fuel, then your car will just stop wherever it is and you'll be stuck. Now, that's my map there. I'm trying to get back to where I left it, where we started this video, because this isn't actually my car. Technically Ziklak found this and I've given ownership to him. I had a tractor. I was driving a tractor around with him, and I decided that I wanted to drive it into a tree and had to dive out of the flaming wreckage before I died. So I no longer have my tractor, and he's probably going to be very upset with me when he finds out I've taken his car out for a spin without him. But it's for the benefit of you people, so I call worth it on that one. We can go in first person. Obviously, you can drive in first person. The funny thing is, you can turn left and right, and your hands aren't actually touching the wheel, which I think is fantastic. If I just park up, I will show you how to do the gear. you have to be in the driver's seat for Gav for this kind of car, and then you go to the back seat, or in my case the side seat. We can look around. Look, it's lovely. Look at that. That's quality interior. Just look out the window, make sure no one's running towards the car full speed with an axe or anything. I think we're all right. Right, and then from here you can access the gear of the car. Now in our car we have AK bullets, we have spare bandages, we have a camping tent so we can set up camping. Camping tents are very useful to have alongside the car because you can store even more things in a tent. You can even set up a tent halfway between a vehicle spawn that you found. Get your tent, set it up, put supplies in the tent, and that'll help you do a back and forth run. You can stop off at the tent, grab some stuff, eat it, drink it, and then run on with your car parts. Very useful to have. We've got at least 10 cans of food, 9 cans of food. We've got some drink in there as well, and we've got our jerry cans. Our jerry cans, we've got 4 of them that are full up, 20 litres, and that keeps your obviously keeps your car going, and it's probably one of the more useful things to have. If you can store them in your vehicle while you're driving around, you can get out next to a fuel pump, just take the jerry can out and refuel that way. I'm going to get back in the driver's seat quickly. Just going to check my map to make sure. Yep, we're nearly back. I actually marked the map for the car and then I realised other people can see the marks, so I've decided to put that there's dead people here, not a fully functioning vehicle, which was, I think, a good shout by me. Not going to tell anybody which server we're on, just in case you decide you want to borrow our car without asking. I know I've done it, it's a bit hypocritical, but I'll be very upset with you. One last thing before I close this video off, towards progress towards 404's very own Dayz server that we're letting our subscribers onto. We're probably looking at the end of this month, maybe the end of next month. I'm in a situation where I'm going to be able to afford to run it for a good amount of time. I'll make sure it's dedicated so it's always up. And if you're interested in it and you want to play along, you want to play with 404, you want to play with me, or indeed the Sneakybros, again, go check them out. I'll keep you updated on that, and we can get you on the server. We'll send you a password to you if you're one of the fortunate people to be subscribed to us. I'm just going to park this up a little bit lower because I think I've gone a bit too high. Where am I on the map? Yeah, I've gone a bit too high. Yeah, anyway. Just going to get out the car and watch it start sliding down the hill. Don't do that. Right, yeah. Alright. Well, thank you very much for watching. I've been Valaine. This is 404 Games Not Found. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you've got any input on vehicles and what you do, if you're actually a regular player of Dayz, please leave a comment. Share them. It's a how-to series, and like I said in the first video, I want as many people to know how to do these things. Yeah, I've been Valaine. Feel free to subscribe to us. It would make me very, very happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.